So good evening to all, and also thank you so much for participating in this webinar on free masterclass on drone design and analysis. And this is going to be a good opportunity for you to learn about the drone and also the other features about, the latest technology in that and what are the engineering behind that. Okay, so those things are going to be the learnings for you today in this. Okay, so I am Visakan, so I am the organizer for today from ImageGrafix Academy, and I'm going to take you through this, this particular session. So along with the Hexagon MI and as well, Mr. Arun, our presenter for today. Before going with this, I'll just take you through a quick introduction about our ImageGrafix. So ImageGrafix, if you see, we are the leading value-added solutions and services provided, and also globally proven plan design and as well project portfolio management solutions company here. And we do market and support software products and also provide training to our customers and students, and customization and implementation services, and also the consulting services in the various industry in that. And this is our location. So we are placed across India and as well as in Middle East. In India, we started our operations here in 2006, and Chennai is our headquarters. And the office locations are, our branch office locations are in Bengaluru, Calicut, Mumbai, Hyderabad, Pune, Delhi, and Kolkata and Vadodara. And our strength is 120 plus, and also we are expanding. Okay, and we are located here in prime location here in Chennai, which is in Chinagar. Okay, where our ImageGrafix Academy and also our other offices is located in the same building here in Chaitanya Exotica, which is shown in the image for you here. And our other business units here, ImageGrafix Engineering Solutions in Dubai, UAE, and also ImageGrafix Computer System and Software Solutions LLC in Abu Dhabi, and ImageGrafix Engineering Services Private Limited in India, and also ImageGrafix Software Solutions Private Limited in India, and ImageGrafix Enterprise Solutions Private Limited in India. And we have, three different divisions here in India through which we do the various activities, like the services and also the implementation, the project management related, and as well the software sales. So where our the partner Hexagon is our main partner here for providing the solutions on plan design engineering, as well for the your manufacturing intelligence for our training services in that. Now, if you see our strength, we have a strong client base, including Fortune 500 companies in the energy, process, marine, EPC, building, and construction industry verticals. And we are partnered with Hexagon PPM. So now currently it's Hexagon ALI. So which is our the major stake here in our business, where the major contribution to our business is from Hexagon, where we are dealing with the products to sell with. And also we have partnered with Applied Flow Technology, Altair, Dimension Solutions, Intelligent, and the Brixis, PTC, Ecosys, SCCAD Solutions, Oracle, and as well Unity. And each and every partner have their products that. So now I'm not going to tell you in detail, so which you can find more in our website. That is at www.imagegrafix.in, where you can find out the details about the products what we are dealing with that. If you see about this academy, so ImageGrafix Academy, which is a division of ImageGrafix Software Solutions, we provide world-class training on industry-led courses for more than 1 decade to engineers, working professionals, engineering and diploma students, and also the tailor-made courses for the corporates. Okay, so this includes of the courses which we are handling related to the plan design engineering, and also now under the Hexagon Authorized Training Center for MI courses which we are dealing with. Okay, so we are available in social media, in Facebook, Insta, and as well the LinkedIn. So we request you to follow us, follow ImageGrafix Academy through the social media here. Right. Now, along with me here, I have Mr. Venkateshwaran, I mean, Dr. Venkateshwaran from Hexagon MI. I'd like to invite Mr. Venkateshwaran to just add a few things here. Right. So now, in ImageGrafix Academy, we do have the, but the setup of a classroom as well as the LMS feature. So we know after pandemic, the online sessions has been increased. Now, so we have the learning management system, which is LMS, so which is a virtual instructor-led training. So as Mr. Arun mentioned in the course and also its features, now, these courses can be attended through online. So where you have the set of materials available for you to go through it. Okay, which is a self-paced course. It is where you have all the materials available and also the videos there to go through the courses. And as well, on demand, you have the instructor to answer your queries. So whatever which you are going through when you are learning, okay, so you can contact the assigned instructor to you to get your doubts clarified in that. And also, if you see our faculty team are proficient trainers and also experienced professionals on the tool. Okay, so and also for few of the courses we have the management consultants as well in that. Okay, and all our courses having the equal emphasis in theory as well as the practical sessions. So with the library reference and as well as the world-class course materials available. Okay, and the training facility at present we have available facility in Chennai and Bengaluru. Okay, so where we have the proper training center facility in full of Chennai, which has the one complete floor is available for the training. And Bengaluru at our office also we have the training facility to accommodate students in that. Okay, so now these courses related to the drone. So mostly the students are showing interest to join through the online to take up the course, because wherever they are, they would be able to join our LMS and also the virtual lab facility where they can get more details about it and learn through it.
Yeah, thank you for the introduction, Visagan, and a very warm welcome to the attendees for today's session on the Masterclass. And it will be focused towards the course on drone design and development. And this course basically has been put forward with an ideology that the Indian government is focused towards their efforts in deploying drone across multiple segments. Either be it in the delivery industry, whether be it in the agriculture industry, or whether be it in the healthcare industry. There are several applications for these drones, and the technology, or say the software and the hardware behind this technology is supported by Hexagon, an organization that I represent today. And it's a Swedish-based organization, and we pioneer in providing autonomous solutions across the globe. I have a very short video on Hexagon, which I will be. So as an organization, in terms of the solutions that we provide globally, 95% of the cars produced globally, 75% of the smartphones, 90% of the aircrafts produced globally, and 80% of the orthopedic implants have our technology touching them in some way or the other. So that's the outreach in terms of technology per se that we see to that we touch across the globe. We pioneer in both hardware as well as in the software solutions. Our hardware mapping goes from UAV solutions to drones to GNSS receivers to lasers to TPS to mobile sensor platforms to GNSS systems to multivistas and LiDAR sensors which are used for autonomous systems. We also have a big wing on CAM solutions with respect to production. We also apply in the metrology space wherein CMMs and portable arms and trackers are used in huge numbers. So that's basically our hardware portfolio. In terms of our software portfolio, right from the reality capture to public safety, designing of solutions for industries and asset management. We also apply in the mining and surveying campsites. We also help with computer-aided dispatch solutions. We have also been able to provide autonomous driving solutions and fleet management services. Our primary arm or major arm, I would say, would be on the CAD, CAM and CAE space, where we have been able to provide a lot of simulation solutions for top-tier automotive and aerospace industries. To just give you a brief on the academia ecosystem in Hexagon, I lead that team in Hexagon, wherein we support a lot of students for competitions across India and global level. We also provide support in terms of providing software solutions for research and PhDs. We have been signing up with a lot of industries and academic institutions for MOUs and MOAs with respect to setting up of labs and solutions for them. We also provide student edition software. We also provide a lot of licenses for students to participate in various events. We have a funded development process line wherein we could aid the funding of certain groups or certain groups working on critical projects. And we have our own academic e-learning center, which provides in learning solutions to the students across India. And primarily, as Sagan was pointing it out, ImageGrafix is one of our hardcore Hatch authorized reseller in India. And by the name Hatch, we mean by Hexagon Authorized Training Center for Higher Education. So ImageGrafix represents that in the southern region for India. And we are proud to be associated with them for delivering, say, world-class solutions in terms of providing skilling initiatives in terms of courses across India.
Yeah, so being a Hatch, that is Hexagon Authorized Training Center, so we have a list of courses which we are offering as part of this. So which is the electrical vehicle structure and acoustics, electrical vehicle control and systems, and drone design and analysis is for which we are all assembled here, and also you all people are eagerly waiting to listen the takeaways from Mr. Arun today. And also the virtual manufacturing, so which is highly for the professionals. So, and as well the cost estimation and the method planning as well. So these are the 5 primary courses, so which we are offering. From Hexagon MI, that is the Hexagon Manufacturing Intelligence. That. So now the topic for today is based on this drone design and analysis. So now let us go ahead with this particular thing for this here. Now I would like to introduce our honorable presenter for today. So Mr. AJ Arun Jayaprakash. So he is the director and CEO of Avichon Technology Private Limited. And he's having more than a decade of experience in research and teaching. And also his interest lies in make use of the drone. Okay, so for him, everything is drone and it's related, I think. So he is more passionate about the drone and also its technology to solve the real life problems pertaining to various sectors. Okay, and also he completed his B in electronics and instrumentation, and as well masters in avionics from MIT, that is Madras Institute of Technology. And Also, so he has also successfully executed commercial projects like coffee estate survey, and as well the infrastructure survey and the watershed management using drone technology. Okay, and also presently he is also a adjacent faculty in BS Abdurrahman Crescent Institute of Science and Technology, which is here in Chennai. And I mean, also he aerospace department here, and also where he handles technical subjects related to UAV or MEV for BTech and MTech students here. So he is also a lifetime member in Aeronautical Society of India and a lifetime member in Indian Society of Remote Sensing. So with this welcome note, I'm happy to introduce to you and also welcoming Mr. Arun Jayaprakash to host the session here.
Thank you, Visagan, for that lovely introduction. Okay, so we have gathered for the webinar session on drone design and analysis. So myself, Arun Jayaprakash, I'm the Director and CEO of Aviation Technologies, New Delhi. The agenda of today's presentation is going to be in this flow. So we're going to initially look into about the drone industry, and then what is the current market scenario of this drone industry with respect to the situation in India, the conditions in India, and then we're going to look into the course outline, that is drone design and analysis, and what are the different modules this course outline has with respect to core modules, and you have some specialized modules 1 and 2, and then we're going to look into the course outcomes. So once you're going to complete this course, like what is the outcome you're going to get it, and some upgrades are also available if you are interested to pursue further more courses on drone technology. Some upgrades are also available, and what are the job opportunities are available in this sector is also we are going to look into it, and then we'll end the session with a Q&A. So drone industry, so everybody has witnessed now, like in India, drone industry has now had a substantial growth in the past few years. During the COVID times, a lot of awareness has come, like because these drones being used for spraying pesticides, finding people, or transferring information to people in remote places. So in that way, like the awareness has increased, and the technology advancement also increased with respect to time, so that like now it is adopted in several verticals such as land surveying, construction industry, mining industry, and most of the films and TV series nowadays you watch, you will be able to witness one or other shots taken from drones. And now drones are used in agricultural also for crop spraying and seed spraying. If you look into the growth of this industry, so as a state wise, like this is the statistics we have now. So as of last week, we have around 574 drone companies in India. And some of these companies are into manufacturing, few are into services, and few are into training and skill development sector. So you can see the growth that this sector had in such a short time. And the drone industry, the current scenario, if you look into it, so as per the report provided by FICCI, a market research company, they estimated that drone industry, is going to boost the manufacturing potential in India to US $23 billion by 2030. And the projection, if you see from 2025 to 2030, the revenue is going to be more in terms of defense, because the future of warfare is going to be drones. So that's why, like, the defense sector, like you can see huge revenue, then followed by CUAS, that is the counter unmanned aerial system. So once you have drone, you need to have counter drones also. So that is another sector, like where substantial growth is going to come. And then the commercial sector, and then followed by the homeland security. So this is how the growth has been projected. So for achieving this growth, there should be a vision. So the PM is having his vision for making India the drone hub of the world by 2030. So Ministry of Civil Aviation is also working towards this goal, and the entire other ministries are also supporting, to make this happen. That is why we have now Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative, that we need to produce in-house. We need to manufacture in-house. We cannot completely rely on importing drones from other countries. So that's why Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative has been done. And there is lot of support from different ministries, not only from civil aviation ministry. The agricultural ministry is also supporting drone for pesticide spraying and seed spraying. Infrastructure projects, road ministers, they are using for National Highway Authority of India is using for road surveys, highways surveying. Survey of India is using for land surveying, and digitally mapping the the entire land records. So in that way, like the industry is growing and the ministry has been supporting like anything. And the funding from ministry is also available for any startup companies or any companies which are registered under MSME. They are available for like seed funding. Few lakhs, from 10 lakhs to 20 lakhs or more than that is available for them to give a start for their startup. And government is also interested in skill and academic development. And of course, like here we are also here for the skill development by this course. And localization of components, again, it's a part of Atmanirbhar Bharat, where we want to develop the products in house. So coming to the course, this course outline. So this course is drone design, development, as well as analysis. So it's a three-part is there actually. Technically speaking, it's not drone design and development alone. It's a drone design, development, as well as analysis is also there, playing a major part. So this course is divided into three sections. One section we have the core modules, where you will be understanding the basics about this drone technology. What are the different components you have in this drone technology, how different components one can integrate and calibrate using this drone technology, and the stability and control activities, like you can look into it. Secondly, like you can also see the specialized modules. Once you completed the core modules, you move to the specialized modules, where you will be studying about how to design an industrial grade drone. In generically, like you will be studying about industry design. So if you want to develop drone as a product, so what are the various steps one has to pursue to achieve that, is what is going to be there. And then multi-rotor design, where like it can be a quadcopter, hexacopter. So that multi-rotor, how you gonna design, what is the physics behind it? First we will try to understand, and then we will move to the design part. Then drone dynamics and control, the physics part and the control part of it. Then moving further, the specialized modules move towards the fixed wing drone design. So not only the multi-rotor drone, you're gonna have the knowledge, you'll be also having the knowledge of fixed wing drone, how to design an aircraft kind of drone, and how to make it autonomous, and how to design that kind of drone, what are the physics and what is the calculations that involved in the design process. So all those things you will be able to learn from this course. And then the drone aerodynamics, that's a simulation part, because once the design is done, then the design file can be imported in these design various simulation tools, like where you can perform the aerodynamic simulations and even the structural simulations to understand whether the drone, whatever you designed, is capable of withstanding the pressure and the payload weight. Coming to the core modules, so you have 4 core modules, starting with first one, introduction to drone technology, where you will be learning about what is drones, what are the different categories of drones based on the weight and based on the altitude it can fly. What are the different airframe configurations, like vertical takeoff and landing, horizontal takeoff and landing, or the hybrid one, which can follow both the things. Then you will also be like learning about the different subsystems that will be used for designing or developing a drone. If you take a drone as a system, it has so many parts. Like it has the motor, it has the flight controller, it has a navigation system, it has the power unit, it has the payload camera, even the recovery, like just shown in the PowerPoint, like parachute recovery. So the recovery system, the takeoff launcher, so everything becomes part of the subsystems. So you'll be learning about those subsystems in detail. And then finally the application part of it, where you can use these drones in terms of agriculture, or in terms of some surveillance in forest, or you can use it for like solar panel inspection to identify any panels which are like working, not working, to identify all those panels. Then it can also used in case of delivery. So delivery is also not a futuristic application anymore, because a lot of drone delivery applications are happening in different states in terms of healthcare, in terms of logistics. So all these things are already happening. Some of the future applications have been listed over there as like in terms of drone ambulance, and drone taxi, and finally like unmanned combat aerial vehicle. As I said before, the future of warfare is going to be unmanned aerial vehicles. So unmanned combat aerial vehicle is the future. So those are the applications also put into there. And finally, the course also like module ends with the regulations, because once you started learning or building this drone and flying, one should know or understand what is the regulation we have in our country. So DGCA, Director General of Civil Aviation, so they are the one who is responsible for the regulations. So what is the rules and regulations you have to follow when you're going to fly a drone, or like if you want to become a pilot, what is the procedure and protocol? So everything is going to be explained in this wonderful module. Then moving towards next module, that is drone avionics system. So drone avionics system is about the different components that you use it for building a drone. So when I talk about avionics, avionics means aviation electronics. So you have all the electronics over here, right from the motors, the speed control circuit, electronic speed control circuit, the different flight controllers, compass, GPS, the transmitter receiver, which you use to control it on the ground, batteries and different sensors. So all these different components, you are going to understand like how each component works, what is the component specification, how it changes for different drones, and what is the working principle of these components, and what is the range that these components can work, and what are the different operating conditions like these components can withstand. So all those things like you're going to learn and understand in this drone avionics system module. Then the next module is the drone integration and calibration, where you will be learning about the development of drone. This is where the development word comes into picture, because here you will be gaining the knowledge how to integrate all these subsystems together. Say for example, you are going to make a fixed wing manually to fly. So you need a one motor, one ESC, one propeller, one transmitter receiver, and a battery. So no flight controller is there. That's a manual one. So how to integrate all these things together, the connections, the calibrations, all those things you will be learning in the manual one. The same thing in autonomous. Apart from connecting all these things, you will be also introducing the flight controller and GPS to make sure that the drone understands its position in space in terms of latitude, longitude, and altitude. And then the same thing happens with a multi-rotor also. So multi-rotor, how to build a multi-rotor manually with a flight controller, and how to build a multi-rotor autonomously with a flight controller. So all those things, developments also you're going to learn. So once you understand this module, you can also procure components as a kit, and you can also start building this drone. That is the amount of knowledge you will gain from these modules. Drone stability and control. So here you will understand what are the different types of stability that is there in aircraft, as well as in terms of multi-rotor. And you will also understand the physics, like the moments about CG, how in each axis the drone moves, whether it can be aircraft, it can be multi-rotor. So understanding about the stability and instabilities that can happen, like when you fly, all those things you will be learning in this drone stability and control course. Then we move to the specialized course. So the 4 courses, like kind of theoretical trying to give you understanding about the technology, and then like on the specialized course, first one, introduction to industrial design, where it talks about product research. If you want to develop a product, what is the research you have to do, then the process of design. So design, you have conceptual design, which is like whatever that comes into your mind, you roughly sketch it around. So those conceptual designs, then preliminary, then you have a detailed design where you can use the software for 3D designing of the entire aircraft or multi-rotor. So once you designed, like then for like manufacturing, you also have to choose the material. So what materials I'm going to use. So different material knowledge is also provided for you to understand for what product, what material I can choose to make it viable. and different analysis also one has to perform, like, you know, once you select the materials, because that material end of the day like has to sustain the amount of load when it is flying, or like, you know, when it is carrying different payloads. So different analysis one has to do, right from multi-body dynamics or computational fluid dynamics, structural analysis, thermal analysis, etc. Then the manufacturing process. So once you're gonna start manufacturing, the design is, you know, finalized and materials are selected, and then, you know, analysis are good, then finally you have to manufacture, you know, your parts or product. So different process of manufacturing is also explained in this module. Then you'll be using a software called Visi by Hexagon. Like this is a software like you'll be using for designing. So for multi-rotor design, first you will be trying to understand, like, you know, what are the design calculation that's involved in terms of arm design or propeller length, or like, you know, the entire calculations you will be trying to understand. So once you understand what is the calculation involved in the structural developments, then you start designing the structure, starting from the frame, structure design, then you design motors, propeller, and then finally you can design a complete drone using this software. And there is also video tutorial also will be there in the module, where you can see every step, like already it is step-by-step procedure is given, and at the end of the session also, like you have a video where you can look into right from the beginning to end how the design has been done, so that you can watch that video and you can learn by yourself, like, and do it. So that's we see the CAD software for designing. Then you have EC5 for modeling. So drone dynamics and control is about modeling your drone. So before manufacturing, what people does in DRDO or NASA, like everywhere, is they model these physical systems in terms of equations. So here in terms of forces and moments, like you have to model your quadcopter. So once you model it, and you can do a modeling using the software EC5. It is similar to the MATLAB that people use in academics. So once you design, then you can give input and you can check the response, how good your system is responding for a different input conditions or different environment conditions. You can do the PID controller designs, and a lot of stuff you can do using this wonderful tool. And yes, as I said before, like we have video tutorials also step by step for you guys to do it. And you can learn step by step how to execute these modeling modules. Then you're moving to specialized module 2. Again, like in the specialized module 1, you use the software for designing multi-rotor, but here you are going to learn about fixed wing design. So aircraft kind of drone, if I want to design, how I'm going to go. Again, there are a lot of calculations are involved, starting from performance requirements, weight estimation, estimation of propulsion system, what motors and things we have to use, then the airfoil selection for the wing, for the lift generation, then the fuselage, stabilizer design, control surface, and finally the drone specifications will achieve. So you can see the drone different parts. So you have to understand the physics involved or the calculations involved in terms of the length, width, all of designing this entire drone. So that is where this course comes into picture, where you will learn first about the physics of it and the calculation part of it. Then you will use the software Visi to design the drone, complete aircraft. So once you designed all these aircraft or the multi-rotor, then the next thing like you're gonna do is like you're gonna do some analysis. So that is where the next module comes into picture, drone aerodynamics. So the software which you will be playing, in understanding this course is like Hexagon Cradle. So Cradle is a wonderful tool, like where you can do a lot of computational fluid dynamics, some flow analysis, you can do. So normally this tool is used not only for drones, for aircrafts, rockets, or spacecrafts, and even for automobile industry uses the software for designing the cars aerodynamically. So it's a wonderful tool. So the first thing like you will be learning is understanding the flight physics and governing equations in terms of aircraft and multi-rotor. So once you understand all those things, then you start designing, and then do the analysis, starting with the airfoil analysis. Then you can do the entire drone once you have designed, in VC, the same, module, the design, you're going to import it in this software, and you're going to follow the steps for, doing the flow simulations. The same way for the aircraft. So once you design the, software in the VC, so the same aircraft, you can import it, in the Cradle software, and you can do the flow analysis. And the best part is, even you can do the battery analysis. Battery is very, very important parameter, as you know, like, you've been hearing recently, a lot of EV vehicles batteries are, catching up fire, during the hot weather. So it's very, very important. One has to do thermal analysis. So this is a thermal analysis of battery for drones only, like we have done a small module. So that is also a part of, your drone aerodynamics, where you can also perform thermal analysis in this software. Then drone structures. So the complete airframe structure, whether it's a fixed wing aircraft or it's going to be multi-rotor, the analysis are, they're done in MS in Astron pattern. So this is a very, very useful tool, and it's a benchmark industry tool. In fact, NASA uses, this tool, and the name is also derived from NASA, Nastron and Patron. Like, so industry standard software. So every industry uses this to benchmark their, work in terms of analyzing the structure. So here we have done some analysis in terms of wing, and this is the landing gear, and then the entire aircraft structure is also analyzed for a particular wind velocity. So how much, the pressure is acting, stress is acting on it. But doing all this analysis, first thing is we'll try to understand what are the different stress acting on it, on an object. That's where you get the introduction of this animation, like where types of, stress, is tension, compression, shearing, torsion, and bending. So this course gives you overall idea about, the simulation, structural simulation. So that's it about the course, and what will be the outcome of the course. So once you do it, you will be able to understand the aspects involved in terms of designing aircraft or designing drone. You'll be able to perform integration, calibration, and even develop a complete aircraft or multi-rotor, because you will be able to understand the integrations and calibration procedures involved in it. You will be able to utilize the knowledge for your project work or your thesis work, in your respective degrees. You can utilize this knowledge. You can also utilize this knowledge in terms of the competitions that students normally participate in, national and international competitions like SA India, Baga, Supra, drone competitions, or off-road, onion harvesting, different competitions are analyzed all over the, country. And the best part is the students will become job ready, because it bridges the gap between the academia and industry, because these softwares, are industry standard softwares. And the best part is, you are getting that remote access, to all these industry standard softwares, where you can sit and, play with all these softwares, enrich your knowledge, and make yourself ready for the job. Like any company will grab you, if you have knowledge on these kind of softwares. So internship and job opportunities are very much, the end result, I believe, of this course. If you want to upgrade your knowledge, there is further courses are there, like simulation based drone piloting, where the core modules remain same, but you can upgrade yourself to some specialized modules, how to do the maintenance of drones, how to, use a real flight simulator, drone based simulation, the flight physics, and how to control it. Then some more, modules based on the ATC and radio communication, and weather and meteorology. Because as a pilot, if somebody is going to fly a drone, they should have a clear knowledge about weather and meteorology, and the different payloads, that one can use it in the drone in terms of, say, camera, or spraying, seed spray, or any inspection, night cameras, thermal cameras, different type of payloads, one can understand, from these courses. And in terms of job opportunities, as I said before, somewhere around 570 plus companies been there, till last week, and every week we are having new companies coming around. So a lot of companies are there, lot of vacancies are there for you guys to get into yourself as a UAV engineer or developer, maintenance engineer. A lot of opportunities are there, in the private sector. And even in the government sector, you have a lot of opportunities. The NAL lab, like, from DRDO, National Aeronautics Laboratory, the labs where like sometimes they have vacancy for drone pilots and drone engineers, because NAL works on developing drones for the country defense. And a lot of DRDO labs also have vacancy sometimes. The DRDO labs like ADE, ADA, that is Aeronautical Development Agency, Aeronautical Development Establishment. So if you go to the DRDO website, you will find like a lot of labs are there under DRDO. So a lot of vacancies are now and then being published by these DRDO, and one can grab that opportunity in terms of internship as well as for job.